Grace and peace. This is yours truly, Bishop Bowser, coming to you once again. And I'm walking home from the gym, but so as I walk, I may go into some dark spots where you won't be able to see me too well, but I'm gonna keep talking. I was thinking today, and I just want to share some things with you. And in regards to community gun violence, right? And gun violence in general in our community. When I say our community, I'm talking about specifically the black community. I love all people, and I work to serve all people, all races and so on. But because I'm a black man in America, I especially must be concerned about the affairs of the black community, black people per se. And one of the things that I did want to share in regards to this is that I have watched and observed throughout the years how black community as a whole, you got individuals in the community that really care about the community. They get out and they speak out and things like that. And I'm not talking about them, and you know who you are. But I'm talking about those who really have these huge platforms, right? They have platforms that is larger than my platform, right? And, they never speak out against community gun violence, especially when it relates to blacks killing each other and the gang violence, right? Many times people try to make it seem as though gang violence is non-existent in our community, and the only issue that we have is police violence. And we do know we have police violence, and you should address that. But I'm here to tell you that we have more of a problem with us harming each other, black people harming each other, than we do with the police harming us, from the perspective of killing us, shooting us down in the streets, right? And so, you hear a lot of people today, and I've watched and observed throughout the years, and even what's happening now in the Middle East, and you got people that will speak out against the violence over there, right? And lives being lost, innocent lives being lost, but won't say nothing about the innocent lives being lost right here in the streets of San Diego, in our own backyard. No one is speaking out against that. So it makes me believe that those that make you think that they care about the black community, they really don't, because they don't speak about it, right? Or if somebody get locked up, they'll say free thus and thus, right? And that person possibly could be a killer. We know that people do get locked up for things that they didn't do, but there's a possibility that that person did commit the crime, especially with the videos and witnesses and things we have today. But folks will be out there yelling in the streets, free thus and thus, free them for what? So you can get back in the community and kill more people. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, right? But what I am saying is that when you're going to start caring about the victims and the lives that are being lost in the streets where black people were killing our own, right? We are annihilating each other. So instead of having shutdowns and sit downs in malls and places like that, I would like to see y'all go to some of these spots where innocent folks' lives were taken and have some sit downs, right? The young lady that just got shot and paralyzed, and two other people that got killed. I'd like to see you go and have a sit down there and have a protest there and cry out against the community violence that's happening, and all the other lives. I remember a few years ago, there was a young lady that a good family friend got shot and paralyzed, right? That was a few years ago. You don't hear too much about that though. But in regards to the violence in our community gun violence, in the region of San Diego, 20% of the homicides are black victims, where San Diego only make up 5% of the population as far as black people, right? But 20% of the homicides. And when you look at every person that was killed with the motive being gang, 100% of them were killed with a gun. And so don't tell me it's not the guns, it's the person and the guns. But it's also, we got a problem in our community among black people, especially among gangs, but people are afraid to or don't want to speak out and say nothing about it. You can speak out about everything else, you can protest for everything else, but you can't do that. And so I want to encourage our people to get more involved, right? And join our movement, you know. I know in every movement you have spies and infiltrators, but join our movement, you know, because we want to reduce gun violence in our community. And you can help that, right? Whether it's domestic violence, gun violence, suicide, all the different types of gun violence that, you know, we see in our community, accidental deaths and so on. We got to start addressing this gun violence that's happening. And so I'm just asking our community and those that really want peace, want to be able to walk down the street like I'm walking right now and don't have to worry about no one coming by and doing a drive-by on you, right? There's some hot spots in our community where people might be afraid to walk down the street. Can't leave your doors open at night, right? We need a community where we're free to really be free, right? If you say this America and you're free, then we should be free, completely. Free to go where we want, free to go out any time of the night we want, free to sit on our porch and worry about somebody coming by and want to shoot up the house. So let us get more involved. We're having, we're joining and supporting San Diego for Gun Violence Prevention. They will be having a vigil for gun violence victims on December the 9th. I believe it started at 4:30. And you'll see that right now on this video. I'll post the flyer up so you can see it. You should be looking at it right now. And so I want you to come out and support this. Throughout the years, I've had several community gun violence prevention town halls in our communities, and black folks rarely show up. I can go to any type of gun violence prevention meeting, conference, summit, and you don't see that many black people there when we're impacted the most. And brown people, but black people especially, right? And so we got to get more involved if we really care and we really want to do something. Until everyone cares and everyone get involved, we're going to continue to have this problem.